once again, thanks everyone for joining us in this intimate conversation. This is a series that we started. I guess this is like our fourth installment. Just wanted to have great conversations for the community in Atlanta. So many of us that are culturally into, obviously clothing, brands, also entrepreneurship. So we're just trying to touch on all of these points, things that are relevant to me. Personally, I'm only really kind of speaking to people that I feel like I can speak to very easily, just based on my interests. I'm not an interviewer. I don't claim to be an interviewer. And cool. Yeah, so I'm not an interviewer. To me, I like to just have organic conversations. And at a certain point, we open up the floor and let you guys ask questions as well. Today, my guy Miki Full Count.
Yeah, I'm really appreciate such a nice opportunity. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
We traveled from Japan, stopped in New York for a few days, and now came to Atlanta.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, Miki, my first question.
Yes.
What made you want to come to Atlanta?
Just meet you.
My God.
Yeah.
So a little backstory. Miki and I met for the first time about 15 years ago. In Osaka. I was traveling with my great friend Yuji of Blue and Green. We had the opportunity of meeting Miki and seeing what he was doing with Full Count at that time, which the brand was about 15 years old. It's 30 years old today. But really inspired me. And really kind of encouraged me or motivated me to really want
Really?
to. Yeah, absolutely, man. Like that trip to Osaka, I met you.
Yeah.
I met Samurai, the guy from Samurai,
At that time, I was really surprised that you why? How do you know that about my brand?
Yeah. I mean, to me, it was just something cool, and as an entrepreneur, like, I really appreciate the way you guys do business. The way that you guys take your time and patiently build your businesses. You were going vertical for a while in the sense of you go and you make your product and you sell it in your own store. And now, of course, you sell it online and throughout the world and entering different countries. I think that for a lot of us in America, it's always tough to realize how big a brand may be that's not from America. Like you're looking at it from the lens of in the U.S., whereas it's like, bro, they have hundreds of stores in their country. So I want to start by you just telling us about your history, how you got into the business, how you fell in love with this, because many of us, we know that it's a weird thing that's hard to explain, but you just kind of fall in love with it, So if you could tell us, a little bit about your backstory, because in America, you say the Osaka Five, for people that know, that's like the Wu-Tang Clan. It's like it's power in numbers, and obviously as a collective, it's a very great story on how you guys kind of really went off and ventured off into your own thing.
Yeah.
But I want to start before the Osaka Five so we can all understand how you guys got there.
Yeah. When I was young, like a junior high school, I from culture from USA, everything from USA. My youth days, then wear the Levi jeans, Hanes T-shirt. Because my friend, rich family, has a designer clothing.
Yeah.
But I can't buy that kind of clothing.
Too expensive.
Yeah. So I used to buy the second-hand clothing from America. So I really I built the base of my clothing. Then after school, graduate school, I met one guy. He established the Ebisu jeans, yeah, Mr. Yamane. I was 19 years old. Something. Then he start before start Ebisu. He working for second-hand vintage store.
Yes.
Yeah. Then we are selling a vintage rebuy and selling in the store, but hard to find vintage in America. Price increase. Then we decided to make this kind of jeans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. First of all, we tried to make salvage jeans.
Yes.
Levi's made before 1983 or something, so using still the salvage, but there is a factory in Hong Kong, Asian factories for Levi, but at that time they stopped. The factory moved to Vietnam.
Got it.
Then the factory in Hong Kong are making the fake one to export for Europe. Then I found asked them that I want to make a not fake one, but original Levi's.
Yeah.
Okay. then send me samples. Oh, it's really nice, but something wrong. But backside, Levi's there. Stitch. No, they misunderstand. I don't want to make that. This is first our job. Yeah. Then you told me the Osaka 5, five brand in Osaka, Ebisu, and Studio Dutchman. He is the first one, and second one is denim. Denim. They start first, and Ebisu start. Then other two is full count and warehouse. But me and warehouse is work with Ebisu. This is three is original, the same. But five brand is how to explain the English? It's difficult. At first start, we start very friendly.
Yes.
Our information share each other, but getting the business is growth.
That's how it goes,
The
right?
fight.
That's how it goes. You start getting success, starts to look competitive.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this.
Yeah.
For Evisu, did you do sales for Evisu in the beginning? Did you work with Evisu?
That's only he and me and his girlfriend, three person.
Yes.
So we do everything.
Yes.
So painting also.
So you was painting on
Yeah.
Like, that ain't history. Like, so you were painting
Yeah.
on the original
The boss and me and painting, his girlfriend, hurry up. 10 more, okay.
That's something that's very interesting. So let me ask you this. I want to hear you talk about the difference between Osaka and Tokyo. A lot of times people go to Japan or haven't been to Japan and you think about Tokyo first, you know?
Tokyo is, as you know, the big city and everything new. And many people from living, it's like chaos. So many type of people. Sure. Yeah. But Osaka is a native people. Live so many native people live there.
Yeah.
That's why that feeling is different.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. We were talking. No, I'm not gonna say that. But personally, to me, Tokyo reminds me of New York, like you said, with energy, and Osaka reminded me of California.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
You know, but as he says, in Osaka, unlike California or unlike Los Angeles in particular, there are a lot of native people born and raised in Osaka that live in Osaka. Not a lot of transplants or anything like that. So let's fast forward. You started the brand 30 years ago today, this year. And when you first started the brand, like, what was those first 5 years like? You know, because for me as a brand owner, I have a new brand, Vintage Heavy, you know, and I haven't hit my 5th year yet, you know, and I think a lot of us, we start businesses, and as most of us know, the first 5 years are very challenging, you know, and you have to have the, you know, the endurance to keep going, you know. So what was those first 5 years like for you?
I was really lucky to first 1998 to 1993 to 1998 is like boom, 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 so fast, so fast. Then I really scared of that kind of the like Then around 1998, around the millennium, I decided to selling the other country. So in Japan market is like kind of vintage jeans. Maybe it's soon going down. I realized. I don't know why too fast.
So fast. Yeah. Interesting.
I met the first time we met 15 years ago. Around this timing is my brand is going down in Japan.
In Japan.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Interesting.
2010 to 2015, around then.
So when you took a dip in your growth, what went through your mind? Did you feel like, oh, maybe it's over, or like, you know, hey, I got to get it back going? Obviously, you got it back going, you know. So what was it?
I almost give up my mind. But one day I traveling to China. Then the people, I don't sell in China. But people really interesting in now. Okay, I will do more powerful and concentrate more jeans. Since then, we're making not only jeans, but women's wear and underwear, everything. That's why. So that's good. I don't forget the core, but
expansion though.
So my staff have to make money to expand.
So expansion sounds like you expanded your category offerings.
Exactly.
Things, as well as your territories too, because I know you said you were doing Japan only. Was this the point that made you say, let me go and pick up doors in China or in other countries as well? Got it. I want to back up a little bit and ask you about Okinawa and Kojima, you know, which is where most of the jeans in Japan
in
made,
Japan made jeans is almost Kojima made.
Kojima,
Kojima is a student uniform making area. Still now, and workers wear. Jeans is percentage. I think at least 10% the whole. But as a jeans town, as a famous as a 19, I think 60s, 50s to 60s, the town making working wear, especially for uniform for student. But this type of clothing, so only in America start at school in September. In Japan they start April.
April?
Yep.
Ooh, when's it finish? So when's school over with? Have you started?
March, finish March, start April.
So you got 1 month off. Finish in March, start back in April.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
The delivery timing is only one time in the February, January, for school.
Yeah.
The other season, they're thinking make another thing. Then the 1960s about they start to pretend to making Levi jeans.
Okay.
Big John, Bobson, it's like a Japanese first denim brand.
Yep.
Then Edwin
Yeah.
coming 1970s. But they are the 1980s. They make domestic, no, not domestic, outside of Japan.
Okay.
The factory is very quiet, getting quiet.
In the
Then we know about that. Then ask the factory to I want to make Japanese denim.
Yeah.
End of 1980s.
So you guys came, saw the opportunity, saw that the factories were slow, and you saw the opportunity to come and say, "Hey, I want to come along and make some jeans."
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: being that you're talking about a time that the internet wasn't even around, so how are you going about finding these places, finding the places?
Yeah.
Obviously, Kojima. How are you going?
Of course, I was 25 or something, so I'm so much energy and it just knocked. This is factory, okay.
I'm going.
You want to make sewing jeans? No, get out. Next, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Then somebody heard about me and we're talking and I was sure making. Can do the continuing? Yes, of course. We sell all over the world.
Yeah. So I mean, it's persistence, right?
Yeah,
persistence and having an idea, being passionate and putting in the work. I just like to stress that because clearly there's a lot of people that don't know what it's like before.
But
social media and the internet, and don't realize like the degree of hustle, drive that you really had to have for real,
Yeah, we get the big chance. First of all, we met the capital guy.
So it was the father that you met at
Yeah,
first?
of course.
Okay, speak about that a little bit,
I didn't know so deep, but I knocked his factory. Capital I want to make. So they had already as a vintage old sewing machine.
Yeah.
Then, but they have already account the other brand. Do you know Hollywood Ranch Market?
Yes.
It's kind of 45 RPM. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I have to make start new factory.
Let's back up a little bit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So I never knew that part though. So the father from Capital was initially making denim for 45 RPM.
Yes.
God.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Hollywood Ranch Market, denim, RPM, everything in Capital.
All of those guys.
Yeah. Their knowledge is huge. Then start Capital.
Yeah. So then he started Capital with his son.
Yeah.
Right?
They has everything.
Yeah. After the son left RPM.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know.
a little bit.
Yeah.
I just met the daughter.
Oh, really? I don't know the
I just met the daughter a few weeks ago. Very nice. Yeah. So talking about Capital, family-run business.
Yeah.
For those who know, some people don't know, but started by the father and the son for the most part, and the daughter. So it's family, father, son, daughter that runs the business. Okay. So.
Yeah. Then the Kojima is I met one guy. The fact he has a factory, so he has at that time he has no clients. That's good timing.
Yeah.
Also.
Best timing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want them. Then fabric company, correct They're doing the Momotaro jeans.
Okay.
Okay. They are factory maker. No, fabric maker.
Fabric maker.
Fabric maker. Then we get along together and making a new factory. Then, so everything they how to explain. So we start the beginning.
Yes.
So everything from my idea.
So you guys started a factory together?
Factory, yeah, together.
I didn't know that. So you started a factory, which is like
Yeah, small one, but
small one. That's great though.
but Momotaro company is now the bigger.
Yeah. So you guys still have it?
Yes, still.
So this is what I'm talking about. Right? Like, to me, it's back to that part. Like, once again, anybody who's in business knows that it's a great luxury to be able to control.
But most important thing is different the other countries' jeans. It's jeans made in Japan is fabric. Really old shuttle room machine.
Yep.
Then one mill has a 70 or 80 very old 100 years ago mill. They can maintenance. That's the reason.
Yeah.
Same way to vintage.
Yeah.
They also making for Levi's 1950s. That's same machine. That's why it's same things.
Sure,
yeah.
sure. Did you guys? So you guys went and bought someone else's machines?
Yeah. Correct all over the Japan. Yeah.
So how many machines did you guys start off with? You would say.
First the 3, 5,
Okay.
but now 80 and some 80.
Sheesh. So now you make obviously your own product, but do you make?
Yeah,
things for other people too?
full count making using 12 12 machine that we share. So I can't say now. So what brand? The brand has
Sure.
how many? Yeah.
Nice. So he's saying that he's making other people's jeans, but he can't say. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So where are we now? So now we're at the. Sorry. Okay. So now we're in Kojima, and I just wanted to talk about that because Kojima is legendary. I've had the pleasure of going and doing some stuff there years ago when I first started out. When I met you.
Yeah. Next time I take everything everywhere. Yeah.
I'm gonna go back soon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over there with you, and it's gonna be different. You
Yeah.
know. So what else are you into? Like, what inspires you? What's some of the things that inspire you? You know.
From Rockstar.
Rockstar. Yeah. Music.
Yeah.
Music. You're in the cars.
Yes.
Yeah, you're in the cars. You're in the music. You're into nature.
Yes.
Yes. Nature as well.
Recently, nature is the most important thing.
Most important. Yeah. We've had the pleasure of spending some time together in nature.
Yeah.
We went for a nice walk this morning, trails, you know, which is a big thing in my life. You know, I think, you know, probably the older you get, the more you appreciate nature.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that you like that kind of nature.
You surprised that I like the
Yeah,
nature
yeah,
stuff?
yeah.
That's funny, man. Like, yeah.
It's an image to hip hop.
Yeah.
So.
No, that's what people think about us.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like, you know, especially internationally, but, you know, I'm sure like so many of us have so many different layers, you know. And absolutely, for me, nature is it's nothing like it, you know. Just bringing peace to the mind, to the body, to the energy, you know. So okay, so now 30 years, like what's next at this point? Like, you know, like, what keeps you going? What keeps you motivated? Like, what is some of the next goals for your company and even yourself, you know?
Yeah.
So entrepreneur.
I also so making nature place, the building my house. We live the half city and half nature.
Yeah.
Then I think more concentrate making the product. That I will test there the other things. Now going on the factory, the other thing we test, try so using by hand or something.
Going deeper into your
yeah,
product.
yeah, yeah.
Like handmade stuff.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very special. Very challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really good though.
That's my dream.
Sure.
So company is it's going on. It's like Masaya is the handling. So
Side hands the company now.
Yeah.
So now that frees you up to do more things
and myself is full count, second hand. Yeah, 20 years ago, I will buy it.
Buy it back.
Buy back and resewing.
Yeah, it's nice. So that's great. I mean, that's a dream or goal, right? That you stay around long enough that you can have your own vintage product.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So now you have vintage full product. And you're opening up a shop in Korea, right?
Yeah.
In Seoul, which is, I'm sure that's exciting.
Yeah, so exciting.
More expansion, you know? And you was telling me that the U.S. is your biggest market?
Yeah, now.
Most searched market online, at least outside of Japan?
Yeah. Now outside Japan is Korea is number one, but America is getting increasing.
Nice.
But internet visitor is number one is from America.
Got it.
But my account is still not enough, I think.
Still growth, a lot of growth,
Yeah.
always growing, right? For sure. Just talking about nature and where you're at right now, you know? So how does that play a role? You know, I feel like in making you a better person, a better visionary, you know, a better leader, business owner, all of these things, you know, just integrating nature into your life and balance, like you said, the city where you're working a lot, but also detaching and going away. And in Japan, is it called ikigai?
Ikigai, yeah.
Ikigai. Can you talk about that a little bit and explain that to us a little bit?
Ikigai?
Yes. No corruption.
Yeah. Yeah, same. I think it's the same as the Western side because people are chasing, making money. 1990, 2000. So people, I think, is retired for chasing fashion.
Retired in the house.
So people for direction, for the nature, what is live is what is reason. That's good. Eating good food and relaxing is very very important time.
Yes.
People realize.
Yeah, I mean, you guys. I mean, in Japan. I mean, speaking about quality of life, you know, being outside of Japan, you always hear that one of the biggest things in Japan is older people aren't dying and younger people aren't reproducing. You know, talk about that part a little bit since we're talking about health and things of that nature. Like, what's some of the secrets to living such a long, beautiful, good life?
Yes.
To me, I know that so often, like, I want you to talk. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Please talk about that. A little bit.
But same thing, I think. Yeah. But have to. So I don't understand the mind of young people. So when I talk, for example, talk with my daughters, but maybe they don't respect me.
You know how that goes.
Yeah.
As parents, we know how that
Yeah,
goes,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
They'll know later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing as my staff. So some people he understand, but talk is very difficult now. So then I have to, but I have to find a way to communicate with young people.
Yes.
So that's why I making a product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotta always stay in touch with the newest, the youngest generation, right? And I mean, to me, that's the exciting part, you know, like for us, you know, as business owners, knowing that you got to stay abreast, and you know, it kind of keeps you young, you know, because you're forever trying to learn, right, and absorb like new energy and stuff, you know. Cool. I'm gonna open up the floor to our lovely people here, and let them ask some questions. You know, I guess we could start around this side and work our way around. So you got one guy over here. I'm gonna start with Ben since he's right over your shoulder, and I'm just gonna keep going around. You got any questions, Ben?
Yeah, I mean, if you were looking to restart your business today, maybe, do you think there would be any different challenges as opposed to how it was in the early 90s? Anything like that?
Early 90s. What a point I saw.
So he says,
Yeah.
if you were starting full count today,
Today.
what's the challenges that you think that you know you may see that you
Yeah,
didn't
I
see
understand.
in the 90s? Yeah.
難しいね。If I start business now, I don't think make jeans.
Let me ask you this question to add
Yeah.
to it. If you started a clothing business today,
Yeah.
what kind of business would it be? Like, what do you see as like the opportunity today? Like you said, in your time in the 90s, it's a different world, there's a lot of opportunity, factories were quiet, but now today you may say, hey, it's flooded for denim, you know? So I would do hats or anything else.
Yeah,
What would you
I understand what he
Sure.
was saying, but my reason to start making jeans is I want to make exactly same product to continue a long time. So that's why if I start now, I will do the same things. So now, for example, for my first jeans, lot number is 1101. 1101 means 1 is fixed. The 1 is bottoms. 01 is number 1. We're still selling the product. The number 1 sales now. Yeah, that's my I dreamed at that time. So fashion is always has changed. New fashion is coming, but maybe 2-3 years later, it feels real old. Yeah. But in old American clothing has a time. Yeah. 100 years past, people still love the other countries. That's a value.
Yeah.
That I wanted to do. But if I start, I maybe same things. I find a way to making same things. So
Got it.
yeah.
Got it. Consistency.
Yeah, these are 1101s that I'm wearing.
Wow! Thank you. 1101. Thank you. My first one. Thank you.
Yeah, these are incredible
Wow,
piece.
wow.
First one, that's crazy.
Thank you.
Oh, no, I was going to see if you had any question or anything.
What you think about Chef?
We're gonna go around. We're gonna go around this way, make it real easy.
It's okay. All right. What was your ikigai when you first started versus your ikigai today?
Yeah, today.
Yes.
Ikigai wa after pandemic we can start the traveling now. Yeah, I love traveling to meet the people.
Oh,
Yeah,
so traveling now is your ikigai.
yeah.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Right. Yes.
Oh, great. Thanks for being here.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
only been to Tokyo, but impeccable style and
Yeah.
the Asian influence and culture is
Yeah.
incredible. This question is for you, but it's really for both of you. So we all get it, we understand it,
Yeah.
because we're enthusiasts, we like style, design. But how do you, and I hate to say convince, but how do you teach someone the value of what they're
Yeah.
getting?
Yeah. How?
You both can answer, like, how do you explain it? There are two things that you
Yeah.
can say, you're getting this and you're getting that.
Yeah.
Sure.
How to explain about the value? So language is my big war. Have to share the many country people. So then I need to study to speak English more.
Your
okay.
English is
No.
much better than my Japanese. Once again, you know. But let me ask you. I'll say I'll take it first. I guess.
Yeah.
You know, to me, I think it really starts with educating people. You know, and explaining, hey, this is what this is, and this is why this is this way in a sense, right? You know, because people will say, naturally, price, right? Why does this cost so much? You know, which is pretty much the bottom line of things. Like, why does it cost so much? So I think from there you have to explain like the process, right? Like, hey, number one, it's made. I could say it's made in Los Angeles. You know, it's made in America. We all know there's a minimum wage place that you start with off top. You know, so we talk about the way that the manufacturing process is, and knowing that, hey, these are real people with real lives and getting paid real wages. So yeah, it's a little more expensive than that other item that may be made somewhere else with the village, not a village, but a dorm room of people that stay, you know, so it's kind of explaining that process to me, as well as like the material, the quality. You know, I know for you, Zimbabwe cotton is really big to make it soft.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it's definitely about explaining the details. You know, this is what it is, and then I think, me personally, I feel like everything's not for everyone. You know, so I know that everybody's not into this stuff. You know, and I'm not offended. I'm not mad if you're not into it. You know, I educate you on it. So be it. If you're not into it, maybe you'll come back around at some point. Maybe you won't. You know, but I think that we all know when you're doing anything that's like a niche, like you just gotta focus on finding your tribe of people that are into it, and the ones that aren't. At a certain point, you're just like pollution. Like, I want to get rid of the pollution. I want to focus on the clean air. You know, it's my take.
Thank you.
Yeah, I want to explain. I can speak, explain Japanese, but I'm confusing now.
You want to say it in Japanese? And
No,
you just translate it?
Yeah.
All right. Who knows Japanese? Oh, I thought it was my Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I guess Quasi.
Yes. Well, welcome to Atlanta.
Thank you.
I'm in the business, the fashion business.
Yes.
My dear friend Jason and I, we grew up together in Atlanta.
Really?
We're both from up north, New York. So I really want to welcome you because this business is very
Thank you.
challenging. And I was wondering, what's the most challenging thing that is happening right now with making big sizes with the American sizing,
Uh-huh.
up to like size 40, 42, 38. Because I know you stop at 36. Can you tell me the
Yeah,
challenge?
we do challenge. We making for the American and Germany people.
Yes.
Yeah, we're short. We're making a 48. That's a. Yeah, I have to do the challenge. Make, and I'm
Yeah.
big too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you're skinny big.
Yeah, young people wearing a big size. For me, it's just size.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
That now it's the fashion is to young people wearing it's big. It's good for us to make.
Okay.
Yeah.
In near future.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
U.S.
Yeah.
sizes.
Yeah.
For bigger people.
Yeah.
You know, and then also too, obviously.
Yeah. I make in 40 until 42 inches. Yeah.
42
Yeah.
jeans? Okay, that's big enough.
Yeah.
That's big enough. Don't go no bigger.
Yeah.
42. Cool. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you rock it then. Go ahead. Good thing.
Were
You
there
rock
any
it.
American?
Okay, sorry.
Were there any American movies that inspired how you dressed when you were in school?
Rolling Stones. The Mick Jagger wearing the type 1 jacket, denim jacket. And there are many rock band wearing old Levi's, the Western shirt. Yeah. The movie is when I was young, I don't so much inspired from movie. Just rock band.
Okay.
Yeah.
Music.
Yeah.
Cool. Right.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah.
I came in a little late, so if this has already been discussed, my apologies. But I'm a pants girl. I love pants, pant fits.
Ah.
And when I went to Japan, I noticed that a lot of Japan people, a lot of Japanese, they have there's a philosophy, it seems, around pant fit. It seems to be like a wider leg, generally. Like those are my favorite fits, and I see that to be very consistent across multiple styles. So I just wanted to ask you, as you design your pants, is there like a philosophy that you, when you're fitting it on a person, how you know this is the right fit for them, this is the right style for them, like how it sits on the body? That's my question.
For women,
For ladies?
ladies.
I think in general, I think that question can go either way.
Sure.
Okay. She asked me that what the correct size.
So the question again, you said
Yeah,
how do
like
you,
when you're as the designer, when you have someone try on
Yeah,
your
yeah.
pants, how do you know when it fits perfectly?
it's a challenge.
Yeah, but there is a philosophy to it. I just don't know if anyone can speak on it, but I just thought I would ask.
Yeah. The people already the customer has an image of the shape. But no problem. But the customer has for example, no image. Okay. I want where that one or two sizes bigger is I think it's best.
Okay.
That's why that shape, just size, the shape is not cool. One or two size big. Yeah.
Okay, that's helpful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome.
Got it. Let's keep going on. Who's next?
I think the question I have is, like, how did Japan become a brand in clothing? Because, like, even I came from New York and New Jersey. Even in the early 2000s, you couldn't really find Japanese clothing in the United States. You have 45 RPM in New York. A little bit of engineered garments. It was hard to find in New York. You couldn't really find Japanese clothing. But now you have brands. This is a brand called Mantle from Australia. Now they go produce in Japan, and now that becomes a stamp of quality for them. Like how did Japan develop a reputation for quality now that it says made in Japan? You trust it. Most of the stuff I wear is from Japan, but like there's an inherent quality that it's hard to even put your finger on. So somebody could walk down the street, I look at they look at you, especially in New York, you look at them, you look at you, it's like, they got it. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about for sure. See it? You're saying, how did you guys get so good?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it's like a trust. Because if something says made in Japan, you trust it. Well, you may not trust.
so have you been to Japan?
I've never been.
Never been?
No, I've never been.
I just want to say
I
one
got buddies
thing.
who go over there,
I
but I've never
just
been.
want to say one thing, right? To me, I think in America, like we're so young. You know, America as a country is so young, and we're all from so many different places. You know, so in America, it's like the level of respect is at a very low. You know, everyone's hustling, everyone's trying to just come up, the quote unquote American dream. You know, whereas I think even like what Miki said, like, hey, I wanted to make this jean right here. I wanted to do an incredible job at repeatedly making this jean, you know? And to me, when you go to Japan, they don't accept the tip, which speaks volumes, right? Like, that means it's like, hey, no, I'm doing this for me, for my family, for the respect, you know? Not just for the tip, you know, like, which to me, I think that ultimately that's it for real. Like, you know, like when you go to the factories, it's a lot of family. You know, hey, the father, like we said, capital, the father, the son, the daughter. So it's a lot of that. It's a lot of like family, and we taught each other the trades, and rich means something different, you know? I think that personally, I feel like those are really like some of the beliefs and the values that, you know, like you said, it's a trusted thing, you know? Honor, you know? Honor is such a big thing, you know? And not just with clothing, for real. You go to Japan, clothing, food, like, I mean, all kinds of different things. Like, if you're, dancing, like, they go in and I always say they geek out. They go all the way in, you know, and they go so far in. If you're into desserts, man, they got the best desserts, you know, like you're into whiskey, like, so to me, I think that that's something that I admire about Japan, you know. I always say to people, the most peaceful place on this earth that I've ever been is Japan for me, you know, just based on, there's like no violence. You know, you walk the streets, you feel like just, it's a different feeling, you know. But I think that, you know, it's so much to be said about, you know, how old the country is and just those beliefs that have been instilled and the respect level, you know. For us, you know, America, man, we don't respect much. Like,
but I guess my question is, because like, I remember I used to order stuff from Japan through resellers and everything, and the sizes wouldn't work. But there was something in the last 10 to 15 years where they designed product and communications to fit the American mindset and the body, because the stuff that wouldn't fit at the time.
Yeah, that go
back in the day. But that just started like the last 10 to 15 years. Like I said, in New York, you could barely find any Japanese.
So think about it, right? Initially, because I was there too, right? Buying stuff. But initially, we were buying it and trying to make it work. Yeah. Whereas, you know, I'm sure
but now they're actually designing for New York.
Yeah.
They're designing for Americans. They're changing the body, the fit, and everything else for Americans. I wonder, like, it seems like a concerted effort because all the brands are kind of coming in at the same time.
So he's going to a
Now,
42.
American brand having exhibition maybe January to next autumn winter. Then in Japan, exhibition timing is somewhere April or March, very short term. Then the making clothing is most important thing is teamwork. Japanese people are good at teamwork, I think. That's a small period to the making. But Japanese feels kind of fashion talent. We don't have the origin is Western. That's why Japanese people have to we start to present to the old way to. So then teamwork the same doing the same things such a long time. I think the garment looks vintage. I think.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Miki.
Thank you very much.
It's been great.
Thank you very much.